Cavan and Sandelia are getting into the meeting hopeful, however the Dragons are looking for a suitable deal. Hello Dragons, I am Cavan and this is Sandelia. We are the co-founders of Strath Ciders, a company who specialises in craft ciders. We currently have 5 major retailers selling our products, with a further 3 retail contracts pending. Our company has grown by 12% this fiscal year, and today we are pitching a 25% equity share of our business for £750,000.
So I'm actually quite interested in your company because I've seen your products before and I'm very familiar with this kind of business model, so I can really see your potential to grow. However, I want to make a counter offer as I'm willing to invest £600,000, but I want 30% stake of your business.
I'm also familiar with your company and I'm prepared to make you an offer. I want 20% of your business for 475,000, and you'll be getting exclusive access to my own company's operational facilities, so please do bear that in mind.
Your ideas for where you want to take this business intrigues me. In that case, I want 30% of your company in exchange for £500,000. However, I'm going to give some of these shares back to you by 10% in 3 years if you stick with your plan, which secure both you and me from risks.
You know, I really do appreciate your offers, but at this moment in time, me and Sandy were just not prepared to give away 30% equity in the business. What do you think about that, Sandy?
Yeah, I totally agree. I don't feel comfortable either. However, we are prepared to offer you a 25% stake in the company Dragons. Maybe we can offer some counter proposals, Kevin?
Yep, I totally agree with that. We could maybe improvise. So we could offer 2 Dragons a split of 12.5% each for around about £375,000 of capital.
Yes, that sounds good. As an alternative could be an 8% stake at £230,000 each to all 3 of you. What do you think of it, Dragons?
I'm not prepared to enter a deal with other dragons in this sector, so in that region, I'm out.
This is definitely not what I had in mind, but I really liked your on-the-ball thinking here and I believe it could work. So I'm prepared to take you up on that offer if Jennifer is happy to enter this deal with me.
Yeah, I can definitely get on board with that.
That sounds great to me. Sandy, are you okay with that?
Yes, absolutely, Kevin. I'm more than happy.
Brilliant. Jennifer and Kirsty, you've got yourself a deal.
Improvisation was evident in various forms throughout this video. During this task, our group experienced the improvisation of leadership through the development of our ideas, which occurred spontaneously and were built off one another's contributions in a free-flowing conversation. The quality of emotion is known to increase with improvisation, and this was evident through the fluctuating emotions between the dragons and business owners, as they negotiated and saw their emotions move from calm and collected to anxious and wary, and finally back to calm once the deal was done. We also demonstrated weeks' degrees of improvisation through the initial offers and how aspects of them began to change, gradually more and more before finally reaching a complete improvisational change.
Similar to jazz, many people wrongly view improvisation in the context of leadership as intuitive, inspired, and unteachable. There's a common misconception that leadership is something you cannot learn but are born with, and much of the leadership literature mentions the value of improvisation for leaders, but doesn't help us to understand how these skills can be developed.
Now that we know that improvisation can be learned, we can look at it in leadership. Crosland highlights that the key characteristics of improvisation is the shifting of lead between individuals at various times. This is a similar principle to Hosking's analysis of relational leadership, where the predominant leader role shifts between members throughout the process at a collective effort rather than an individual effort. However, this differs to improvisation since individuals must make their own judgments of when they want to participate and to get involved. Improvisation also aims to develop new and useful solutions and situations, and is vital in leadership when leaders are faced with situations which require fast-acting decisions and thinking on the spot. For example, Apollo 13.
Differences leaders in critical skills in the face of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. And this was apparent in the video since business owners would not have been able to secure their investment following the unexpected disruption if they did not possess these skills. With both the parties, the dragons and the business owners, having an intense sense of urgency, it was evident how the improvisation expanded between the two, with their offerings changing significantly in comparison to what was initially offered. To conclude, in this video, we aim to convey how improvisation occurs throughout various levels and what wake, when discussing jazz music, referred to as degrees of improvisation. Throughout this task, we have also developed a strong understanding of the importance that improvisation plays when creating unique and novel ways in which an objective can be achieved. It is also crucial to note that, much like leadership in general, improvisation is also a learned skill that can be honed and developed over time.